Chris, will this become another Lakers dynasty?
Wow. Well, let me define what I would call a dynasty. If they three-peat, which means they win the next two, or if they win 3 out of 4, so they win 2 of the next 3. And while I think they'll win the championship this year, I'm going to stop short of a dynasty. So I'll say no. They get this title, but no dynasty. Look, LeBron James has defied Father Time better than any player in NBA history. But at some point, Father Time's going to grab him by the neck and things are going to be different. Now, I'm not saying he'll become mediocre. I'm not even saying he'll become just all-star caliber. But he won't be the best player in the world. He won't be a top 3 player. And while as great as Anthony Davis is, I'm not yet convinced that he can carry a team to championships without LeBron being either the best player in the world or a top 3 or top 5 player. Here's the other thing. As great as LeBron is, it has been difficult for him to win championships. His first championship, they're down 3-2 going to Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. He has a heroic performance, and they win that series. But the second championship, Ray Allen's miracle shot saves them against San Antonio. The third championship, they're down 3-1 to Golden State and have the heroic comeback. And then the fourth championship is in a global pandemic. I know some people, including Skip, have said it's easy, but LeBron himself has talked about how difficult that was. So LeBron's got 4 rings in 17 years. It's hard for me to believe that all of a sudden, at the end of his career, as his skills lessen or he lessens as a player, that he's going to all of a sudden win 3 in 4 years or 3 straight. So, I think they win it this year, but no dynasty.
I'm going to say, well, so are you saying is Golden State a dynasty? Because they won 3 in 5 years. Would you consider that a dynasty?
I would consider that a dynasty. So you're saying maybe if they win, what, 3
in 5 years? 4? Yeah, 3. If they can get another 2, if they can get 2 in the next.
I'm going to say age will get to him. So I would give you that, Shannon. I would give you that. 3 and 5, I would give you that, but I don't think they'll get that.
2 in the next 4 years. I see a dynasty. It reminds me of that AD TV show, Skip. You remember it. John Forsythe, Linda Evans with the Carringtons, Blake and Christy Carrington, and Joan Collins, I think her name was Alexis. Even Heather Locklear was in there. Sammy Joe, that was her name. That's what we about to have here, a blockbuster on our hand.
You looked that up.
You watch, I used to watch that because I was home on Friday night. I watched that and Who Shot JR to Dallas. But Skip, you know what? Health is going to play a major role in this, Chris, because Michael Jordan, on his last three-peat, he was 35. LeBron James, starting what we believe is the start towards the dynasty, he's about to be 36. So this is unprecedented. Right. If you mention Shaq and Kobe to start with, Kobe was 22. Shaq was, what, 24? 26? So we got guys in their prime. You look at the Celtics, Larry and Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. They're in their mid-20s. When you get Kareem and Magic, Magic was 20 at the start of this. Even Kareem was only 32. So we've never seen anything like this where somebody's about to start a dynasty. Even Tom Brady and the Patriots. Tom Brady was 23 years of age in the prime of that dynasty, Skip. So this is unprecedented. And you got to get a little lucky because if you remember Golden State's dynasty started, Kyrie and Kevin Love was injured. Also, Toronto, they caught a break because KD got hurt before the series, got really hurt in the series, and Clay got hurt. So you got to get a little lucky. You look at Isaiah. He sprained that ankle against the Lakers. So, Skip, if we can, and Chris, if we can avoid the injury bug, I say for 2 years.
So you got a three-peat. You got a three-peat.
Yeah, because you think we done? You know Rob Pelinka ain't done. We got some more moves that y'all don't even know about.
You ain't done this year. All right, I want to hear Skip, but I got something else to say.
I am loving this gloating coming across the table at me because the higher the expectations, the longer and harder the fall. I will give you this. You still have 2 of the top 5 players in the league, and when you have that, you have a chance to win next year's championship.
Yeah.
We'll see how LeBron ages or doesn't age this coming year as he turns 36.
Yeah.
Now for the truth. You got lucky last year. You got every break known to man and basketball. It broke perfectly for you because it was a pandemic championship. Right on schedule, just as the Clippers were taking off, but they needed more reps, as in repetitions. You needed rest, R-E-S-T, and you got it right on schedule. LeBron got to rest up and revitalize with about almost 5 months off before he went to the bubble. You got to pop the bubbly in a bubble in which the Clippers did not want to be. So to me, with all the luck you got with injuries along the trail happening to everybody but you proved very little to me. What did you really prove last year? It was a bubble championship. It was a COVID championship. It has an asterisk.
No, it don't.
LeBron seized the day and the opportunity in the bubble, and he was the best bubble leader by far. He led his team because he smelled blood in the bubble. He knew that they had a chance to just slip right through and snatch a championship that nobody else could figure out how to win in the bubble.
I'm just trying to figure. Well, help me understand this, Chris. How can the most mentally weak superstar that we've ever seen, how could he summon up the mental fortitude in a confined area like that when everybody else is succumbing to the pressure? All those strong, mentally tough guys. How can LeBron, mentally weak, do what they couldn't do that's mentally strong?
He has been mentally weak under pressure in clutch situations. This was another longevity achievement for LeBron because how long were they there? 3 months?
But think about
I got to keep my team together for 3 months and I can steal another championship.
Chris, what would have been said had LeBron, Skip Bayless told me it was perfect. This is a perfect situation. No KD. Giannis got knocked out. If LeBron James...
Where were Steph and Clay?
Yes. So now, if he doesn't win it now, Chris, when will he ever win? This is a perfect situation.
Thank you.
He did it.
Bingo.
But now you say they were weak.
I was lucky. Go, Chris.
Go ahead, Chris.
I am not co-signing. I have no problem with the pandemic championship. I think it was a great accomplishment, so I'm going to give LeBron and the Lakers props for that. Here's where I say to you, Shannon, though, as far as the dynasty.
Yes.
I mean, look at how dudes are linking up. Where's Giannis going? I mean, maybe he'll stay in Milwaukee. There's a good chance of that. But what if he goes to Miami?
What if he goes to L.A.?
I agree.
I can't see
Yeah, well, you don't want to see that.
Have to take... What would he have to take, like $22 million or something like that, $25 million?
You want a title or not?
What about Golden State? If Giannis could go to Golden State, the Clippers are not done. Even if they don't win it this year, Kawhi's still relatively young. They're not going anywhere.
Them Buccaneers are young.
I mean, they already won James Harden. If they don't win it this year, who knows who Kyrie and KD going to be going after?
Guess who we going to get?
Look, you're going to see these other guys linking up. Because now everybody is playing from the LeBron James playbook. And they're looking around for what super team they can create. And so that's another reason I don't see these Lakers becoming a dynasty with LeBron at his advanced age.
You can look around, but just because you got 2 great things don't mean they're going to mesh together. I like gravy. I like ice cream. I just don't like them together. And you see what LeBron James and AD did is that they fit. See, everybody just see, you looking at it, well, that guy, he's great, and this guy's great. They're going to get together. No. You see what happened with James Harden and Russ? 2 great players. How'd that work out for them? But we're not done. We got our eye on a guy up in D.C. that probably ain't going to be happy. Oh, yeah. Don't shake your head, Chris Broussard. Don't shake your head.
Wait, you want Russell Westbrook?
No.
You can have him.
No. We want that marksman old Bradley Beal. We get old Bradley Beal, then what, Chris? Who gonna take us down then?
Now then you're talking. Then you're talking.
So can somebody within this discussion make one objective point? Does anybody remember? Does anybody really care that LeBron and company got to play out of the East, the 5th seed in the NBA Finals, and that 5th seed in Game 1 lost its leading playoff scorer in Dragic And it's heart and soul Bam to injuries that kept Dragic out the rest of the finals and hampered Bam the rest of the finals. When he tried to come back 2 games later, he was a shell of himself.
Yeah,
and you're taking credit? You're talking dynasty?
They were still going to lose. If they'd have had Cam, Bam, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Ham, y'all losing. You, Skip, you know good well that he wasn't going to beat the Lakers. Stop saying that.
Off the coaching staff.
Yeah. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
It's not their fault. Giannis couldn't hold up his end of the bargain.
It's not our fault.
Boston couldn't hold up their end of the bargain.
Hey, Chris, it is even less our fault that Clippers couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. That old mentally tough team.
Right.
Yeah.
And Pandemic P out there blaming Doc Rivers. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You should be out on the Clippers because Paul George blamed Doc Rivers for their downfall. You should be ashamed to support a team like that.
I'm not, because I got Kawhi, and you don't.
And, hold on. The Kawhi Leonard that scored 2 points in the fourth quarter?
This is Kawhi town.
You are. They took those billboards down. They ain't no billboards ain't up no more. I can assure you that.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see those commercials either.
Yeah, those Skip. Oh, he took a shot. Oh, look at that.
Little keychain
Yeah.
with that little crown on it?
What did Judge say? We saw that every day. Going to all them billboards. How y'all take out billboards in El Segundo? Y'all playing plow.
Method to it.
Yeah, I know a method.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.